So I was going on social media, so I stumbled on something that Gabriel Jesus said, way back when we got him in 2022-23 season. And the thing really caught me, it caught my attention. So I said, make I share with you now. What he said was, I told them that they could win the Premier League title that season. A few of them laughed. They said, maybe you signed for the wrong club. You see, when I saw this thing, everything just made sense to me. Everything made sense. When we went on a winning streak, we went on a winning run that particular year, and it felt like we were going to do it. Well, along the line, along the finishing line, we stumbled. We stumbled on so many setbacks, even though injury setback was one of them. And it felt like when we lost our key players, we began to lose belief. And that was when we lost the league. When Saliba went on injury, I think Odegaard, Saka sometimes, I think a few couple of days. The people that were there, Gabriel Jesus, the people that were there that helped motivate us, they got injured. They felt like, can we do this thing? Zinchenko went out a couple of times that year. Whether we like it or not, Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus brought back belief. They installed that belief in us in that particular year. Even though we did not do it, they created presence in the Arsenal squad. They gave us title hopes. They gave us belief. And that is something that, sparked up this Arsenal team that particular year. That was the turning point of Arsenal. 2022-2023 season. And even though we bottled the league that year, because that was the only year I can see that Arsenal really bottled the league, not 2023-2024 season. No, we did not bottle that year. People are saying we bottled. We didn't bottle the league. We went on a winning streak. I think we only lost to Aston Villa that particular second half of this. We only lost to Aston Villa, and we drew to Man City in the second half of the season. Then you tell us we bottled the league. No, we are only second best. Man City were perfect that season. And that is why they grabbed the league title. But you can say in 2022-2023 season we bottled the league. Quite alright, I can understand, because I think we began to break. The team spirit began to fold up. So I think that really affected, and that I can say that we actually bottled the league that year. Because even ourselves, we did not believe. Even Arsenal fans not believe. The players could not believe how much more we Arsenal fans. We are not on the pitch, we are not in the dressing room, we don't know what's happening. We only believe, we only create, we only come out to support, to cheer our team. So what defines or determines the success of these teams, what happened at back end, or what happened in the dressing room, the belief. Do the players believe? We fans believe. Do the player believe? That is what we should be asking. So I can now categorically tell you that yes, what made us lose the title in 2022-2023 season was a matter of disbelief. I think we lost hope in ourselves, we lost confidence, and especially after that 3 straight draws against Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. I think that was everything. That was the turning point of our failure that year. So now these guys they've learned. Gary has one thing to talk about. When you lost the league title 3 times in a row, man, the kind of hunger that will come back, that will be installed, it will be like a reborn, like you are reborn. So now this year, there is no excuse. We are not bottling this league. See, the belief I have, and the fans do have, the belief these players have, I don't see us, as a matter of fact, we can go on a streak. I'm telling you for fact, we can go on a streak with the belief I've seen. There is something different about this team. There's something different about this team, which I saw in the last 2 couple of seasons. This year is different. The feeling is different, and I believe 100% that this title is over. I've been saying this since the start of the second half of the season, that everybody should go and start celebrating. Go the pop champagne. This is our year. Even though Zinchenko, the loving memory of Zinchenko when he was on our team, because they are our team again. I would have loved him to still be here to experience this. Couple of players I would have loved to still be around. But somehow in the success journey you have to grow. So people might not take you to that particular point where you have to be, but they will give you hope. They will make you progress. So at every stage in time you have to step up. And sometimes the player that helped you step up might not get you over the line. They've done their job, which is what I'm saying. Gabriel Jesus has done his job. Zinchenko, even though he's no more with us, he has done his job. You know, the players that came in, Jorginho's them, they've done their job. They've pushed us to this level. Now we've upgraded, and now we have to believe that we can do it after 3 field times. This is the year that we do it, and we can get the quadruple. I have belief, even though I don't want to start ranting about or bragging about having, because now on Sunday match determines if you are going to go on a win the quadruple or not. Because if you lose, that quadruple talk non go. Then we're going to talk about treble. But now we focus on Sunday match. I have a big belief. I have a big conviction that we can get over the line. We can defeat Man City even without getting to penalties. We have the squad depth. We have the advantage. We have the team spirit. We have the morale, and we are playing the Man City that has a dead morale currently. So there is this fear. There is fear, whether you like it or not. Man City, the fear. Whether you like it or not, Man City are scared. So I believe that if we capitalize, on that psychology, we take our advantage, we take our chances, we can even win Man City in whole 90 minutes. So don't stop believing. Cheer your team regardless of the outcome of that Sunday games. We can do it. I know for sure. We are in need. That is the most important thing, that we are in all the competition. That it is in our hand. It's in our hand to define how the end of our season would be. So cheer up, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Please share my videos. Follow me for more content like this. Thank you, my guys.